What's up, everybody? I'm Professor Wrestler Chris Wild. Welcome to Eagles News Now from bar 4133 on what is like Christmas morning to football fans nationwide. It is officially the first Sunday of the 2020 NFL season. As you can tell, I'm hyped up. I can't even sit down as I normally do these videos sitting down from the bar. However, let's get to this preview right away. Let's get to some of the news surrounding this football game. Let's start with some of the bad news for the Eagles. Let's get that negativity out of the way quick. As I said in the video a couple days ago, Miles Sanders was questionable, and I felt that status was concerning. He has been ruled out as of yesterday. Miles Sanders will not be traveling with the team, will not be playing in the first game against the Washington football team. This annoys me, and I'll tell you why. The Philadelphia Eagles about 4 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks, when they first started these live practices, took Miles Sanders out right away and basically told us that it was a caution thing. They were being cautious. He had a minor injury, and that there's no concern that this was a day-by-day issue, and that he will definitely start on week one. As the weeks go by, it turns into now it's a day-by-day. He was limited all week in practice. Doug still said it's not an issue. And then yesterday he's questionable and then declared out. This is bad news for the Eagles because Miles Sanders was a way to get the ball out of Carson Wentz's hands really quick, as Carson's going to be under a lot of pressure against a tremendous Washington defensive line. More on that later. So filling in for Miles Sanders will be hero last year going into the playoffs, Boston Scott and Corey Clement. Now, Corey Clement was dealing with a quadriceps earlier in the week. He was a full go at practice yesterday, so that should not be an issue. And then who's the third string running back? Well, it's running back Jason Huntley, who the Eagles acquired Monday. That's a big question to me. Why not bring up an Elijah Holyfield or an Adrian Killins that's been with the team, Holyfield, since last year, Killins all year, or all offseason? Are they bringing a guy that probably doesn't know the offense too well, and Jason Huntley? So we'll see how that plays out there. Now, let's get to big things for the Eagles to win this game. The offensive line. Lane Johnson is questionable. He's going to give it a go during pregame. If he can't go, spells bad news for the Eagles' offensive line, as they'll have to start Matt Pryor over on the right side with Nate Herbig pulling in at right guard. I heard Jake Driscoll, a rookie, might even go over there. Again, this Washington defensive line is very, very good. You're looking at a defensive line that consists of Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, and then this year's first round pick, number 2 pick in the draft, Chase Young. He's just going to be a nightmare for offensive lines all year. So, I mean, to have this new setup at offensive line would just not be a good thing for the Eagles. You got to hope that you got to hope that Lane Johnson can play today. So, offensive line, obviously, probably the most important thing in the game. And then for the Eagles, if you flip it over, that defensive line for the Philadelphia Eagles, they are going to be the key to this game. Dwayne Haskins was not too good last year as a rookie, threw a lot of interceptions, played well against us, and towards the end of the season, he got better. So if you want him to throw more interceptions, you're going to have to disrupt his gameplay. And Fletcher Cox, who is now 100% healthy, Malik Jackson, now 100% healthy, Brandon Graham, who's a consistent player, and then the duo of Josh Sweat and Vinny Curry, I think they can really work on this Washington offensive line. Now, Sweat and Curry are going to play a big part in this game because Derek Barnett, once again, is out, which is no surprise to me because it just seems like that's what he does. You talk about a bust, I'm calling it right now. Derek Barnett is a bust. So, if the defensive line get the pressure, we've got a new revamped secondary. Darius Slay playing his first game as a Philadelphia Eagle. Nickel Roby-Coleman as well. And then Avonte Maddox on the other side of Darius Slay. I really like this setup. A little worried about Maddox out there. And then our depth is not great with Craig James backing up Avonte. Crevan LeBlanc is also going to be used as well. I think this is a solid matchup against these Washington wide receivers. Terry McLaurin absolutely killed us last year. Darius Slay played him well in Detroit, and Darius Slay said this guy, besides Keenan Allen from the Chargers, is probably one of the hardest wide receivers to cover. You got to keep an eye on that, but it'll definitely be a battle. Speaking of secondary, in the Washington secondary, they're starting a second-year guy named, I don't know him too well, Jimmy Moreland, and then a guy I do know very well, Ronald Darby. We all know this guy really well. He started in the Super Bowl for us but his career was very shaky, often injured. And then last year, he just was one of the parts of that secondary that got absolutely destroyed by Terry McLaurin in the first week. McLaurin had 125 receiving yards. So Washington rookies seem to give us trouble, or at least they did last year. Hopefully that trend doesn't continue this year as Washington starts Antonio Gibson at running back, who is a rookie. We got to stop this Washington running game in order to help out our secondary. Again, hopefully our line, who seems to be good against the run each year, can do that. What it boils down to, guys, I mean, I can talk about the Eagles wide receivers and Deshaun Jackson and Jalen Reagor being the most speed we've had in years. Greg Ward returning, who played a solid role last year and helped us get into the playoffs. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, who hopes to have a better sophomore year than he did a rookie, but anybody could probably do that at this point. And our tight ends, Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz, giving us the edge. But what it comes down to is Carson Wentz, number 11. It depends on how he plays. If Carson Wentz comes out, has a lights-out game, no question the Eagles win this game. They probably win it by a lot. But if he struggles, if this offensive line cannot keep him upright, it's going to be a long day at the office. I'm going to go ahead and predict an Eagles win. I'm going to give the score of 24-17. I feel like the Redskins are going to hang around for a little while. I said Redskins. It's a football team now. It's this. I'm going to struggle with this every time we play them. And, the score might be a little bit more than that. Who knows? It's going to be a different environment with no fans there. Washington fans are used to that. We're not. So we'll see, guys. I'm hyped. I'm pumped up. A lot to come from me later. Probably going to go live a couple times. We'll see. Hopefully, this is a great weekend for Eagle fans, and we do come away with that W. Doug Peterson is, I believe, 4-0 in season openers. So let's see if he can make it 5-0 today in a different environment, in a different NFL 2020 season. And again, let's hope that Lane Johnson can start for this game. We'll know in a couple hours. And I think we're just like 3 or 4 hours away from this game. I can't wait. I'm ready to run through a wall. I'll see you guys later. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Go Birds. It's game time.
Everybody, it's Boston Scott with the Philadelphia Eagles. Just asking you guys to go and subscribe and like my guy Chris Wild's podcast called Eagles News Now. It's a YouTube channel where he's going to be talking about the season, going to be talking about the team. Hope that you guys are going to reach out and support my guys. So fly Eagles fly. Looking forward to this season whenever it gets started. But, man, you guys be sure to go and support my guy. God bless.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation to stand.